we were going through the data, looking at the messages that the people had posted. There were emojis, and us as police officers, we didn't know what the interpretation of the emojis. I had to go to CSIR, the security section department of them, and asked the head to interpret, to find someone to interpret the emojis, and they assisted us. And there were a lot of other things. We had to get the social media experts to give their expert opinion on what data that we have found. And we were working very closely with the DPP. And we were reporting on daily basis to the provincial, to the national head. The meeting will start at 4 o'clock and we'll finish whenever we finish. It included NPA, DPCI, General Detective, as well as Crime Intelligence. And we will also get the tasking from that meeting. The theft. Sometimes late in October 21, while I was on leave, I received a call from Lieutenant Colonel Prinsloo, who informed me that there was an attempted break-in at Potchefstroom DPCI premises. For the first time, he voiced concern about the safety of the suspected cocaine exhibit in the strong room. Although I was too concerned, I thought the drugs would be safe because General Snona had the keys and the safe could not be breached, and certainly not without being detected.
And what do you mean for the first time? Can you just explain that?
Because when I called him the first time to arrange the space, he never raised any concern to me about the security of the building. But when I...
The building?
Of the building, as well as the safes.
If I'm correct, when he testified, I think he showed us several items of communication in which he communicated that the building was not safe, at least the building.
Yes.
The state of the alarm system, and several other issues around the security of the building. And in this regard, he was communicating with the head office in Durban, if my recollection of the testimony is correct.
That's correct.
So your reference to the security of the open court building, closed court, is at variance with what he said. And as I say, he actually showed us the items of communication. So your first cannot, subject to what you say, correctly relate to the building.
Yes, Commissioner. When I called him the first time, he never raised those concerns. Hence I'm saying now. Then when there was this attempted, he then said to me, he's got his concern about the safety of the exhibit.
All right, thank you.
I called Lieutenant Kenneth Jacob.
Sorry, before you carry on, does that mean your answer? Does it mean you never became aware that there were concerns, not necessarily relating to these exhibits, but concerns about the security of that in that building until there was a theft? You never became aware of that?
Commissioners, I was aware. The breaches that were there were not directed at the safe, were directed at the offices. And the safes are at in the very private space. Only members of the DPCI and employees will know where the safes are. not any private person. It was out of sight, and is still out of sight.
Okay, thank you.
Sorry, Brigadier. So just to clarify, what you're saying is you knew about the concerns, the safety issues, at the time that you suggested the Port Shepstone premises be used to store the drugs.
Yes.
But when you suggested it and it was approved by General Sonona and you communicated that to Prinsloo, he didn't at that stage say to you, but there's a problem with the safety of this premises. That's what you mean.
That's what I'm trying to
Okay,
mean.
but you were aware of it.
I was aware.
And then where you say, still in that paragraph 39, Brigadier, where you say, I too was concerned, I thought the drugs would be safe because General Sonona had the keys and the safe could not be breached and certainly not without being detected. It's this last part that I want to understand. When you say certainly not without being detected, what are you speaking to there?
I think I'll still come to that because during my time when I was there, the landlord, there was a space that the state was not renting. And the landlord will come during the working hours and we will have this talk with him and about the safe and everything. He will tell me how secure those safes are and that those safes can never be accessed without the key.
Yes. Sorry, what I'm trying to understand is when you say without being detected, is it that there was a mechanism about the safe that would raise alarm? When you say it could not be breached without being detected, what would happen that would cause alertness that the safe is being breached?
There was no alertness. I concede it's the error on my part.
Okay,
Thank you.
all right, thank you.
I'm not sure that it's clear to me what you mean by detection without being detected. What exactly do you may have explained in response to Commissioner Baloyi, but what exactly do you have in mind when you say without being detected?
Commissioner, as I said that the safes were out of the public eyes and only DPCI members and employees would know.
I hope this will not sound as if I'm probing, but seeing that you were aware that there were security concerns about, certainly about the building itself, so that should mean that as a result of those, or rather, those concerns stemmed from foreseen possibilities that the building could be broken into. Am I understanding the situation correctly?
At that moment, commissioners,
I'm talking about the building now, not the safes.
yes, commissioners,
So you agree to?
yeah, I do agree.
Yes. Now, if once somebody had broken into the building, they would then have all the time in the world to explore the building, not so?
It's true, commissioners.
And in so exploring the building, they could easily, or if not easily, but eventually find the safe or safes, correct?
It's true, commissioners, but also in that building, there are other very important documents.
Yeah, I'm just focusing on the safes and your point about
Detection.
and your point that it would not be easy to detect the safes. I've just established now if somebody has broken into the building and once inside they have time to walk around and that they may eventually find the safes. you have agreed to that. I will
I
leave.
I
will-
agree, but
Yes,
also,
yes,
Commissioner, I want to add, there were two safes next to one another.
Yes.
And outside, how will he know which safe contains what?
Let's just leave it. Your point was about detection, not any other issues, and I was just engaging you on detection. And you've agreed that eventually, once somebody had broken in, they could find the safes. I've established that.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chair. Brigadier, I just want to take it a step further from what Chair is saying. You specifically say that your understanding was that the safe could not be breached, and certainly not without being detected, meaning that if it was going to be breached or an attempt was going to be made to breach it, the person would be detected. You would be able to detect them whilst they are in the process of trying to breach the safe without the key. Because we want to understand, what do you mean in that sentence where you say the safe could not be breached and certainly not without being detected? So is it they being detected in the process of the breach?
Yes, Commissioner.
So you're saying even if the person makes it to the safe, you would be able to detect them while they're in the process of trying to breach the safe. We just want to understand, what do you mean?
No, from now, what I've seen, it was not possible.
It wasn't possible. What wasn't possible?
It was impossible to detect them. And I'm saying I concede this is an error.
Okay, thank you.